Hey, my name is Stix and welcome back to another episode of Player Pass, a video series where I take a look at brand new gacha games so you don't have to. Today, we're taking a look at Ash Echoes, or more appropriately, we're taking a look at the global closed beta of Ash Echoes. Ash Echoes is a tactical gacha game that's releasing very soon. Now, if this is your first time here, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the little bell notification, that way you remain up to date with every single thing that I post, and I post daily. Do not miss out. Before we dive too deeply into exactly what this game is, I do want to take a moment here to urge you to navigate on over and subscribe to my new Stix Plays channel. It's where I'm going to do deep dive reviews on new and old gacha games every week or every other week, and I'd love to have you come on over and accompany me there. Help me grow that channel. Now let's jump into Ash Echoes. As you can tell, the character models are very pleasant. They have a very interesting style. This is admittedly a graphical style for a gacha game I've never seen. I absolutely love them. I think that admittedly some of the character faces do look a little bit weird, but man, this is just the most stunning graphical style. Although, you know, looking at the guys, they definitely look a little bit underwhelming comparatively. And, you know, not every character model evidently is created equally. I do think, though, that generally, these characters are arguably incredible to look at. The aesthetic of them, the models themselves, the outfits, the proportions. This is an incredibly unique, very interesting game. The test phase is only run for a few days, but it ends tomorrow. I figured just in case I've done the calculations wrong, I'm gonna go ahead and record my video now. I've put in 2 days, probably a couple hours each day into the game to get a general feel of it. I didn't want to play too much. I felt like if I did, when it officially launched, I wouldn't want to do it again. That's just the kind of person I am. That is me over on the side there. You do get to choose between a male and a female when starting the game. Ash Echoes is your typical chapter mission-based gacha. I've cleared episode 0, I cleared episode 1. I'm currently pushing through episode 2. I've cleared 7 missions. And there are, what, like 5 missions left? You can deploy 7 characters, or a total of 8 characters if you go ahead and choose a support. The game has a fantastic dub. It is entirely in Japanese with English subtitles. The combat is actually a little bit different to what I had anticipated it being. So I'll go over what those stats up the top are in just a little bit, but essentially you field your characters, you start the encounter. You can control your characters if you want to. I currently have it set to auto. If I turn auto off, I guess you're seeing one of the abilities right now. They are fantastic to look at. But if I turn auto off, I can actually freely... I'm sorry, hold on. My characters are dying. Oh my god. You can freely reposition the character that you are in direct control of. You can freely use whatever abilities you want, wherever you want in real time. I'm gonna go ahead here and cancel this and set it back to auto, because if I don't, I'm gonna... Oh, okay, there we go. Auto set. Please save my characters for me. I was busy. I was busy talking. I don't know what's going on. Evidently, if you're not paying attention, the battle might not necessarily end in your favor, and combat, the battles, the encounters are relatively difficult. They're not just easy 5-second fights. Before we go any further, let me take a moment here to thank my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are phenomenal, and I can't thank you all enough for the support. Now let's keep talking. So heroes in this game are called Echomancers. Echomancers fill one of several different class archetypes. You have the Bulwark, Vanguard, Striker, Skirmisher, Ranger, Support, Tactician. They have one of several different elements: physical, water, lightning, fire, ice, wind, corrosion. Based on the class that they have a different stat need. I've obtained quite a few characters thus far through extensive pulling. Once again, the characters look absolutely fantastic. All that's just my opinion. I mean, like, she's only a 5-star, which is crazy because she looks better than almost all the 6-star characters. Now, I think one of the things that most intrigued me about Ash Echoes is the fact that you don't necessarily have a level system. So you have Ascension, which upgrades your character's base stats, upgrades their max skill level, upgrades their initial engraving skill level as leader. It provides a lot of beneficial boost to each respective hero. To actually ascend your characters, you need to farm materials. You don't just use XP items to level them like you would traditionally. I don't actually have levels for any of the characters. I thought I would. I went in game, I'm like, how do I actually increase the power of my character? Now, just because they don't have levels, at least where I am at in the story, because there is, if you look down the bottom right, fitness training, but I need to clear all of chapter 1. I cleared the first 2 chapters, but not chapter 1 specifically. I need to reach level 11, I'm level 12, but I have a ways to go before unlocking whatever that feature is. There are combat skills that you can upgrade using farmable materials. There is the seed, which is essentially where you use your dupes. There is the leader record, where you can, I mean, just like attain easy resources, easy gacha currency, premium currency. There's the archive, where you, like every other gacha game, can replay voice lines, see the bond that you have with your character, what level it is. There is a memory trace feature, which acts kind of a little bit like gear. So these have stats. These actually have levels. They have specific nexus skills associated with them, trace awakening. These essentially allow for you to drastically alter how your character or how your team functions. This adds additional layers of depth to encounters, to battles, to entire team compositions. You actually obtain the memory trace via the gacha, which is located in the spirit dive. Now, you don't see it here, but on your first 10 pull, you are guaranteed a max rarity hero, a 6-star character. I think I got the guy, but I had hundreds of pulls when I started the beta test, so I obtained all the characters that you saw. You can do the standard banner, the Echomancer banner, the memory trace banner, and then the, whatever this one is, it's like friendship points, I think. Yeah, camaraderie tickets. So you obtain memory fragments via gacha. You obtain the Echomancers themselves via gacha. I don't like the fact that you essentially attain like a form of gear via the gacha. That's just me, I don't know. Like when I play games like Nikke or Blue Archive and I get the character, I want to just use the character. I don't want to have to also use resources for another additional form of gear. That to me just feels like a waste, but I do understand they want to maximize their revenue, and this is an easy way of doing that. There is the field ops, which are essentially where you go to farm resources. These you use to upgrade the ascension of your characters, which we touched on just a little bit ago. Currently, I have her at Ascension level 2, but I don't have the resources necessary to upgrade her to Ascension level 3. These increase in rarity. I have not unlocked them yet. You can, after completing it the first time, do a quick battle, which allows for you to essentially sweep through, obtain all the resources nice and easy. There is the Nexus, which is another game mode. In this one, you kind of control your character, manually control it. You run around this linear path, engaging in waves of different monsters consecutively. There is what is essentially like a type of cafe, referred to as tea time. Here you'll see some of your characters just chilling in what seems to be like a library mixed with a cafe and a bar or something. I don't know. You can enter decoration mode. I don't really have anything that I can use because I honestly have not had all that much time to engage in the features because I've only been playing it for like a day and a half. There are several different mini games you can engage in at the cafe. The first is the baseball mini game. This is essentially where you drag your reticle and attempt to hit the ball back. You get 10 swings. This is admittedly a lot more difficult than it seems on PC. I am using my mouse here to drag it. This might be a little easier on your phone when you can easily move your thumb or your index finger or something across it faster and more accurately. God damn it. So I got 8 out of 10. That's honestly not bad. There is the dart board, which is probably, I think, a little bit more fun to me. You essentially grab the dart, you try to get it into the center, and you go against like a computer player. So I got 75 points. That wasn't bad. They are blind. Evidently, because they got a 1. So clearly they're not doing very good. This honestly, I feel like isn't too difficult to do. As you can see, I'm just really good at playing darts. And that is essentially the entire minigame. There is the billiards minigame. This is essentially pool. You're required to just aim and then shoot. Oh, that was so close, dude. That is unreal. Now I have to try and get it to ricochet into, there we go. See that? Geometry. Those mini games are kind of fun. Like, I don't foresee them really being fun for more than like a few attempts, and then you can have tea time with one of your characters. You just sit down and drink tea with them and revel in their beauty, because they do look exceptional. You could go for a drink. I guess there's champagne, martini. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go for the champagne. I feel like she's kind of a champagne girl. Let's fill it with peach cheese tea. I could also go for just water. She looks like, yeah, a chocolate tempest. She doesn't look like a chocolate tempest. Let's go with the peach cheese tea. I feel like that should be okay. For the second, I get to choose the let's go half sugar. No, full sugar, yeah. Temperature, let's go for normal ice. Extra ice. There we go. I feel like she's gonna like this. Let's go watermelon flavor with a flower garnish. Let's see how she receives this. Look at that. Look at that expression. She loves it. She drank the whole thing in one sip. I'm feeling the love, she says. I am a master at my craft. An absolute freaking master. I got her an entire level up. Did you see that? I am freaking awesome at this. The waifus in this game, dude, they love me. Admittedly, so do the husbandos. And that is pretty much the game. Like, for the most part, other than like a feature or two that I just haven't unlocked yet because I'm just not high enough level, that's it. Honestly, I guess, wait, no, there is the gacha. We haven't touched on the actual numbers yet. Going into the details, a max 6-star character has a 1.2% probability, which is not that great. It looks like the 5 stars have a 7% probability and the 4 stars have a 91.8% probability. After 60 consecutive polls, if you do not attain a 6-star Echomancer, the probability of obtaining a 6-star Echomancer will increase by 6% for each resonance thereafter. After obtaining a 6-star Echomancer, the probability of obtaining another 6-star Echomancer will return to 1.2%. That is actually not bad. It does also state that there is a 50-50, which means that even if you do happen to get, as an example, Laurel here is the limited mana character, if you do hit Pity, or even if you get a character, a 6-star character before Pity, it might not be her. You have a 50% chance of attaining her. And that is it. Honestly, the gacha is not bad. The combat's pretty fun. The graphics for the characters look pretty good. I don't like the gearing system. I don't like having to, or being able to obtain the memory traces through gacha. I think the story is good, the music's good, the theme is good. I'll have a more dedicated, deeper dive into this on my Stix Plays channel, which is where I'm going to fully review every gacha game moving forward. Strongly urge you to take a moment, go and subscribe to that channel, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission to do that. Sit your ass back down. Click one of the 2 videos that are gonna be on screen in just a moment and keep watching my content. Keep enjoying my content.